The day was December 7th, 1941, at a naval base in the middle of the Pacific Ocean at Pearl Harbor. Men were just waking up around 8 a.m. when they saw planes flying above their heads. Men knew it wasn't a surprise attack. The United States was not prepared for what just happened. The United States military thought the day would come, but they never thought that the day was going to be then. It was a very well thought through plan for the Japanese Empire. Admiral Yamato Isokuru was the head admiral for Japan, and he orchestrated the attack. The only hope for Japan winning a battle was to orchestrate a surprise attack. There were several ships docked in the Bay of Pearl Harbor in that morning. The USS Arizona was the first ship to blow and capsize, with over 1,000 people inside, killing all of them. The USS Oklahoma was the second ship to blow and capsize with over 400 people inside. Japan had two goals for these attacks. The first and main goal was to sink a battleship. Japan thought that it would lower the morale of the United States citizens if they saw their beautiful ships had sunk. Japan's second goal was to disable the Pacific Fleet for 6 months. Japan wanted to disable the fleet because they needed to get oil from the French-Dutch islands. But it wasn't so simple. The United States was in control of Philippines at the time, so if Japan wanted to go to the French-Dutch islands to get oil, they had to go through the United States. This meant that Japan also had to take care of the United States and take them out of Philippines so they could get their oil. The relationship between Japan and the United States was filled with conflict before the attack. Tokyo and Washington, D.C. tried to negotiate, but nothing went right, and negotiations didn't move forward. The United States just moved its fleet from San Francisco to Pearl Harbor, which made Japan believe that the United States was about to make an attack. Before the attack, the tensions were very high between the U.S. and Japan. At this point, war was inevitable. Japan felt threatened by the United States. The Japanese military before Pearl Harbor was lethal and wanted to expand its empire. During the Great Depression, Japan decided to solve its economic and demographic wounds by invading China. The first attack was on Manchuria in 1931, which is a mountainous region in the northeastern part of China. The United States cut off the oil supply after the attack on Manchuria, and the League of Nations made Japan withdraw from it because it was part of the charter that they wouldn't allow it to invade China. Then in 1937, Japan attacked the Marco Polo Bridge in Beijing, China. After the attack, the United States entered World War II, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt at the time addressed the attack the next day. President Roosevelt asked Congress if he could declare war on Japan. There were only one person in Congress that didn't want to go into World War II. Her name was Janet Raskin. She also voted not to enter World War I. The United States joined the war after the attack on Pearl Harbor and joined Great Britain, France, China, and the Soviet Union. The United States declared war on Japan, but soon after, Japan's allies declared war on the U.S., such as Italy and Germany. This attack shifted the way the United States saw travel and judges their safety attack. This attack and 9/11 were the two most devastating attacks from other countries to the United States. Maybe if these two attacks never happened, the United States would have been hit harder than ever in a different way.